I went to VidCon Anaheim. While I was there, I gave creators custom My Little Pony figures of themselves and recorded the process making them. The first one I made was of the Twitch streamer Amesy. She's my favorite streamer, and I can say that with confidence. And recently, they started watching MLP FIM on their Twitch channel, which is actually what initially inspired me to make this project. I was originally going to make one for Amesy. What? Oh. Whoops. I was originally just going to make one for Amesy, but then I thought, what the heck? Might as well make one for all the creators I got paired with. I sculpted the hair of all the figures using a 2-part epoxy clay that I got off of Amazon. Oh my gosh. It's really easy to work with, even without professional or even mediocre sculpting tools. I just used a toothpick and water. Sculpting the beanie was super fun. I really like how it turned out in the final design, and I had a lot of fun sculpting the little grooves in the rim and smoothing it out. It took me a while to get Amesy's design right. I drew out what I wanted each figure to look like before making them, and I definitely struggled with his the most, especially when it came to the color palette. I just couldn't get the right color of her coat, and eventually my friend helped me come up with this off-gray color. I painted the tips of their wings and hooves with a lighter color to make the design more interesting and less bland looking. Also, I would like to say the reason I made Amesy a Pegasus is because of their interest in Icarus, the Greek myth who fell after flying too close to the sun. So wings were an obvious choice. I'm getting my hair cut tomorrow, so it's okay. Girl, look at that. We don't want that. I ate this up as a kid. I ended up painting the rest of the figure off screen because I forgot to film. So, whoops. Also, this will be a common theme throughout this video. I then put on a clear coat of Mod Podge and continued to the next pony. Next is Tubbo. Sculpting his hair was a bit difficult. I wanted it to be more curly than the straightforward basic white boy cut I gave him in the beginning here. I ended up being able to achieve that, and I ended up with something that I was super proud of, and I think the main sculpting turned out really well. I ended up making him an earth pony because they're supposed to be super hardworking, and Tubbo has been streaming like crazy this last year. I mean, we all saw the Tubathon, and just doing so much growth for his channel, which is super cool. Way proud of him. You get it, buddy. But, hard work, earth pony. After a quick white base coat, I moved on to the actual paint job. I feel like his overall color palette was pretty easy for me to decide, but his cutie mark was a different story, and I did paint that off camera. Following that is Jack Manifold. I actually barely even drew up a design for this one and just kind of went in blind. I didn't want to make the pony fully bald because it kind of looked weird when I tried to do that. So instead I settled for making his hair super short. And to be fair, Jack Manifold isn't actually bald. He does just have super short hair. And I actually didn't get any other footage of me making Jack's pony. I forgot. Again. Whoopsies. Although, I will say that when I gave Jack the pony, he commented on the cutie mark using the word cutie mark, which caught me so off guard. I was absolutely flabbergasted that he knows what a cutie mark is. Next up was Cup Toast. I tried so hard to make a little box out of cardboard for the head, but it just looked weird every time, so I made the decision to give it a mask instead. This is probably the one I'm the least proud of, but I still liked her nonetheless. I really liked the cutie mark. I was very proud of that. And Cup Toast seemed to like it when I gave it to them, so that's a huge plus, although I didn't get a video of that. I have spent so much time filming this. I just looked at how much footage I had. I have 3 hours. And I have to go through all of that and edit it. Do you know how annoying that is? The answer is really. So I got Amesy done. Here she is. She's really cutie. You can't really see it on camera, but I varnished her with a matte and then went back and did a glaze, like a clear glaze. I did a shiny one on her eyes, so her eyes are shiny, but the rest is matte. That's a little daisy. There's a cutie mark. Now, I thought I was so fucking clever for this cutie mark, like the little purple TV with the daisy, because she said in one of her videos, like, oh, if I had a cutie mark, it'd definitely be a TV. So I gave her a little TV. And then I looked up fan art of Amesy as a pony to get ideas for color palette. Someone already did that. Someone already did that exact cutie mark. I forgot who it was, but this cutie mark was not an original idea. I thought it was until I looked it up, and then it wasn't, and that made me a little sad. But, you know. Then Tubbo is coming along. I accidentally fucked up on his hoop paint a little bit over there. It's more noticeable in camera, or off camera. These little white bits right now are gonna be blonde. Later, you know, he's turning into a cutie. Here's Jack Manifold Horse. He's white, his hair's been primed. I give it texture just because I can. There's Jack Manifold Horse, and Cup Toast Horse is struggling. I wanted to do a little cat box on the pony, but it looks less bad on camera. I'm hoping to sculpt the Rambo pony later tonight. I'm still working on his design. Like, hold on, let me find my sketchbook. I know what I'm gonna do, kind of, and like I know a basic color palette, but the hair is what I'm still figuring out. Here, let me look through my sketchbook real quick. There's my Amesy pony. There he is. This is what I have so far, but I don't know how that's gonna translate over to the hair. Cause Tubbo, I love the drawing that I did for his pony. Insert the drawing of his pony on the screen right here, future me, thank you. That's what I'm doing for his pony, but I feel like the hair did not translate how I wanted it to. Like, it still looks good, it's not how I imagined. I have no idea how this thing is gonna become Tommy in it, but I don't want to give them a pony based on their SMP character, and I don't want to do that for any of them. I want it to be like them as a pony, not their Minecraft character as a pony. Anyways, that's my rambling. Here's my Tommy in it. He has a little laughy mask because he's good at entertaining in the film. Because he does YouTube. And then I'm going to sculpt his hoodie, which I'm a little bit scared. That's enough rambling for me. Not Liquid IV this time. This time's not Liquid IV. After a quick yap sesh, I started sculpting Ranvu. Their pony design is actually the first one I came up with clear back before school ended for the summer, and it's probably one of the ones I'm most proud of. I was really scared about messing up the mane, and even more scared when it looked really bad at first, but I ended up making something I was super proud of. The necklace was also, like, super hard to sculpt because of how tiny it is, but I think it turned out pretty good. I had to remix the paint color for his hair, like, 4 different times, but I think it turned out good in the end.
Is Amesy a 21 Pilots fan?
Sorry, I saw the circle.
Somebody answer me right now. Is Amesy a 21 Pilots fan? That makes them move up, like, at least 5 spots in the cool person list. That's like 1,000 extra bonus points. And the rest of the paint also flowed really nicely. One thing I didn't realize until about a week ago, so almost a full month after VidCon, is that I completely forgot to paint on the mask. The original design I came up with does in fact have a mask that the finished pony never got. So, rest in peace that detail. It was there in retrospect. Sorry, Ran. Now, you guys need to understand, I tried so hard to sculpt a Tommy pony. The hoodie did not work at all. I tried to sculpt the hair. That also failed miserably. I ended up not finishing the Tommy pony. I'm so sorry. In all, this was such a fun project. I loved getting to see the creators' reactions to their physical horse pony sonas. Um, and I had a lot of fun making these. I've always enjoyed making custom ponies, so it was just all around a really good project for me. I binged a lot of Negative Legend videos while making them, so you should totally go and check out their channel. Negative Legend is absolutely amazing, and I think you guys would really like their content if you like commentary stuff. Okay, I want to do a little turnaround of these guys before I, give them away to the creators. So this is the Jack Manifold I did. I didn't know how to make him completely bald because it looked weird, so I gave him like really short hair. And I didn't know how to do glasses, so I just gave him red and blue eye. It's got a little TV. Wish I would have done the blue a bit brighter, but there's Jack. Now for the 3 that I'm the absolute most proud of. Here's Tubbo. He's got the little blonde streaks. Then he's got blue eyes. He's got the little pattern. These are little hooves. There's Cutie Mark's little ocean wave with a music note because he's gotten into DJing and stuff, and like the ocean, chill vibes, always moving and changing, just like Tubbo. And then we have Rambo, which is really easy because I did it based on his VTuber. That's supposed to be his little crown thing. I did not translate well over into paint. It's got really fluffy hair, purple eyes, got the little crown necklace, which is supposed to be like the little piece he has on his belt. Their hair has like a few lighter streaks in it. It's not super noticeable, but there's Ron, Rambo. Yeah, and then Amesy, the first one I did and the one I'm most excited to give to you. Here's Amesy. They got violet eyes, little daisy on top of their beanie. She has a little TV with a daisy as a cutie mark because she mentioned in one of her streams that she would definitely have a TV as a cutie mark. And a little daisy because obviously. Then I made her a Pegasus because, Amesy, they are very bubbly and energetic, which is kind of what I associate that. Rambo, I made them as unicorn because he's sassy as fuck. Tubbo's an earth pony because he's a very hard worker. Jack is unicorn because etiquette, it just felt right. And then over here, they're not completely done. I haven't finished the cutie mark yet, but this is the cup toast one. Once again, not sure on the earth pony, it just felt right. I couldn't make the box head look good, so I gave them a little mask for their little cat face that goes just above their muzzle. The cutie mark's not done, but it's like a little explosion mark. I think they already have a pony Sona somewhere, and I forgot about that until I'd already made her. So this gets to be the cup toast one. It's got a little, I want to do more of a calico hair, but I ran out of time, so it's just got like some little orange streaks throughout.